Alright, so I've been trading full-time in Dubai now for around 2 months. And today I want to talk about something which almost nobody prepares you for. Not profits, not wins, not the charts, but the mental side of waking up every day without a boss, without someone telling you what to do, and without any salary at all. If you're thinking about quitting your job to become a full-time trader, then listen to this video really carefully, because I'm going to tell you the truth that I wish I heard before I made this honestly huge decision. So let's start with the part that absolutely nobody warns you about. And that's trading is really lonely. I don't care what Instagram shows you, the lifestyle, the coffee shops, laptops by the pool. The reality is that you're alone with your own thoughts for the majority of the day. And this hits so much different when you come from a job which is full of noise, conversations, and people and friends. And suddenly it's just silent. You win alone, you lose alone, and you have to learn alone as well. There's no supervisor or manager giving you feedback, and there's no team celebrating a really good day with you. It's just you staring at candles, trying to control your emotions. So I've literally had days where I've spent 6-7 hours watching gold, didn't take a single trade and closed the laptop. And that day I said nothing to nobody the whole day. And that can get really lonely at times. And that's when you could almost start second guessing yourself or overthinking. And this actually leads me into the next part, which I never expected. And that's the hardest thing about full-time trading isn't taking trades, but it's waiting for the good ones to show up. You think that full-time trading, you're constantly in trades, pressing buy, sell all day and making loads of money. But in reality, real trading is 95% just waiting for price to hit the right zones, waiting for the right sessions to trade in, waiting for volatility, and also waiting for your mind and your emotions to fully calm down. And this is where a lot of traders blow accounts because they're bored. You feel like you're almost wasting time when you're just sat there. So then you end up just forcing trades that you really shouldn't be taking, just so you feel productive and you feel like you've achieved something for that day. And data shows that most traders lose after their first winning trade or their first winning day, because they end up just keep trading when there's nothing there, just to try and feel a bit more sense of achievement or just to try and keep themselves busy. But here's what waiting for trades really revealed for me. I realized trading isn't flight versus fight. It's thought versus emotion. I used to think the market was my enemy and I was always trying to beat the market. But in reality, I now know that it was my own mind that was the enemy. It was FOMO, revenge trading, the fear of missing out on the next big trade, closing winners early and holding on to losing trades, hoping it would come back. And your brain wants certainty, but trading gives the exact opposite of that. Because when you have a full-time job, you know that your paycheck is coming. Even if you work in sales, most of the time you've got a base salary plus commission. So you know that every month your bills are going to be covered and you've got a nice, good safety net and a comfortable life. But when you trade, there's no guarantee you're going to make any money that month. And that uncertainty exposes every emotional flaw that you thought you had and you didn't realize that you had. For example, I took a perfect trade a few weeks ago. It hit my take profit straight away, hardly went into any down draw. And the whole trade only took around 10-15 minutes, so it was brilliant. But I did take that trade early on in the morning, which then led me to start looking at the markets again to see if I can find another trade. I then placed a trade when realistically I shouldn't have even placed this trade. It wasn't to do with my strategy or setup. I just wanted to do it to try and get some more money so my paycheck would be bigger, and also to feel like I'm not doing anything. But then that trade went straight to stop loss. Luckily, it was only around 30% of the trade that I did that morning. But I had to sit there and really think, was that even worth it? I was up X in the morning. Now I'm still up, but I'm down from that original profit that I had. So just due to poor mindset that day, I lost money. And that can really, really affect you when you're doing this full time. And that brings me to the scariest part about full-time trading. When you're full-time trading, you don't have a boss, and that sounds amazing. Till you also realize that it means no one tells you when to stop, no one tells you when you're over risking, and no one stops you from blowing your account. You're your own risk manager, your own psychologist, accountant, and supervisor, all in one. And at first, that freedom feels honestly amazing, but then it becomes responsibility. It becomes pressure. And the thing is, the market doesn't care if you had a bad morning. It doesn't care if you need money urgently, if you need money this week. It will take discipline from you regardless. So here's the part that actually saved my trading. I stopped treating trading like a job and started treating it like a routine. And here's one thing that just changed everything for me. I trade one session only. I do 2 trades a day max. I have 1% risk or even less on every single trade, but nothing above. After a loss, I'll take a break for at least a few hours or for a day. After a win, I also walk away. I take a break. And I journal the psychology, not just the setups. It sounds really, really simple, but the hardest part is actually sticking to this plan. Because I literally tell myself a good day doesn't mean a profitable day. A good day is a disciplined day, regardless if I lose or win. And when I stick to that, I trade better, I think better, and I sleep better. And let me finish with the real reason why I love full-time trading. I thought the best thing about full-time trading would be the profits, but it's actually the peace. You wake up, you've got no boss telling you what to do. I'm not stuck in rush hour traffic. No one's checking to see what time I turn up for work. And no one's telling you what you're worth. Your day is yours. And once you get over the boredom, the pressure, and the silence, the freedom hits so much differently. But you have to remember that you need to stay disciplined and have a really solid routine every single day when you do this full time. Because if not, you're just going to spiral. You're going to spiral into laziness, and that's when you start breaking your rules. So at least every trading day, Monday to Friday, have the same routine. Wake up, go to the gym, have coffee at the same time, get on the charts at the same time. After a winning or a losing trade, walk outside. When you're done for the day, journal everything. Journal your psychology throughout the day, before, during, and after the trade. You can also put obviously your profit and loss if it was a good day. And like what I do as well, I rate my trading down a scale of 1 to 10 on how well I followed my rules. And then get to sleep at the same time every day and just repeat it. And yes, it sounds repetitive, it sounds boring, but that's what real freedom is. Real freedom isn't just doing nothing all day and having no routine, but discipline equals freedom in the long term. And when you realize you're not trying to beat the market and you're trying to beat your mind, then you automatically become more disciplined because you know exactly what you've got to do to be successful. So if you're still watching this and want to become a full-time trader, just remember, it's not about finding the magic strategy. It's about building a strong mindset and a strong routine that you can stick to no matter what. And if you want to really knuckle down and improve on your trading psychology, I've just started a new group called The Trader's Mind, which is based off the 10-episode series that I did last week. In this group, we'll do daily psychology videos before London session, during London session, and then before New York, during New York, and then after that trading day, so you can really get a good wind down on your psychology to see what you did well and what you need to improve on. I'll also be posting reminders every few hours, as I'll be looking at the charts and really seeing what you potentially need to be focusing on the most to do with your psychology. I also have my DMs open in that group, so if you want any one-to-one messaging and something that you don't want to put in the group chat itself, you can DM me and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe and comment anything down below which I didn't cover or you want questions for. And again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.